2020 has been a really tough year for us, and we've had to kind of think quite laterally about what we're doing. And we're normally quite a hands-on organisation. We're usually really hands-on with the kids, doing lots of skills, so things like camping, firelighting, crafts, and we've not been able to do anything like that in the last year or so, thinking back to lockdown. So we've had to be a bit more creative about how we go about things. So holding more virtual sessions, sending the kids out, activities to do at home, and kind of just thinking about the next year and lockdown and how that's going to impact what we do. We're probably going to have to carry on doing more sort of online sessions and just laterally thinking about what we're doing.
It was just a massive shock, which we've had to adapt to. We've had to, the leaders have had to change their thinking. They've had to get on board with some of the stuff from the Scout Association, who are providing a lot more now than what they used to have to because of change to the outdoors. It's just trying to keep the organisation running, ready for the kickstart again once everything's back to normal. You've just got to get on, make the best you can. And fortunately, the leadership and the committee members have all mucked in, and it's been fine, it's been okay.
We've got to thank the parents for putting up with them covering their kitchen with stuff when they're cooking buns in a microwave and things like that. And they are all into, everything we send out via email to the parents. So the parents have to then get it and perhaps print it. If they can't print it, just let me know and then I can arrange for printing and things like that. So I think the parents have found it involves them a lot more than it would just dropping them at the Scout headquarters on a Wednesday night, because they've got to think about they need this or they need that and things like that. And hopefully it means that it will help us in the future, that we'll have more parents involved in other ways as well.
I want to ask the obvious question about finances, because I know that's not always an easy conversation, but you would get subs from members, you were saying. How has that worked last year and going into the new year?
It has been quite a challenge over the last year. We've had to, some of our members paid cash, which obviously we weren't getting the cash subs in. So we've been offering, initially during the first part of lockdown, we were sort of funding from the group. But as kind of things have gone on, we've lost lots of our fundraisers. So normally we'd have our well dressing in the summer, we'd have our Burns Night celebration in January, we'd have our bonfire night celebration, and we've lost all those big fundraisers. So again, we're having to kind of think a bit laterally about how we go about that. We still have our membership to pay to scouting and to guiding. So we're just having to think about how we fundraise and just applying for grants, and I'm really kind of just asking people to support us where they can.
We still have to find funds to keep the headquarters running. We still have to find funds for the insurance for all the children, for the membership. It's just been a bit of hard work on the fundraising side, but the kids are really enjoying the Zoom activities and getting involved with the Walk the Whitwells, the virtual camps and things that have been going off throughout the year. So it's been different, definitely different.
And I appreciate it's a bit tricky because we don't kind of know what 2021 holds for us, but looking ahead now and thinking about what you can possibly do, are there anything plans you can put in place now?
I think at the minute we're just going to have to stick to our virtual online sessions, looking forward for the foreseeable future, I think. But I think we're very much looking forward to getting back to in person. I know the kids are really excited about getting back, and hopefully, fingers crossed that by the end of the year we'll be back to somewhere near normal, and at the very least some face-to-face sessions would be a great thing to look forward to.
I want to get them back. I'd love to get them back. When we started to plan for 2021, we started putting a programme together that we could hopefully do face-to-face and virtually. It's going to be virtual for the foreseeable future. Hopefully next term, when we start planning next term, we will be able to do the face-to-face. We just don't know. We don't want to disappoint the kids again, because we had to cancel a big camp last summer, and the kids were all looking forward to it. Well, not just the kids, all the adults were looking forward to it. And it's a big thing, it's an important part of our calendar. We've been going to that camp since I was a guide, and we had to disappoint all the children and all the adults that were going to go. We don't want to say to the kids, well, summer we'll do this, and we can't do it. So we're putting tentatively plans together within our adult group, but not with the kids. We all look forward to the camping events, the festivals that we do, if you like, things like the Well Dressing and all the other, they're fundraising, but they're also social events as far as we're concerned. Burns Night's in 3 weeks' time. We normally have a massive Burns Night event where we dance and we eat and we have fun, get drunk. Yeah? Adults, but it's the adults socialising that, not the children. And that's as important. The adults are as important as the children sometimes. We concentrate on how we can make sure the children are getting what they need, but the adults need it as well.
What about new members as we head into the new year? Is that door still open if there's someone interested? How does that work?
I think at the moment it is quite difficult to say. I mean, joining into a virtual session is not as great for the kids, but we're always on the lookout for new members, and hopefully in the coming year, you know, things will be getting a bit more back to normal. So if anyone is interested in joining, absolutely get in touch. We do have a website, it's the East Scarsdale District Scouts, or you can join through the Scout Association website as well. And Guiding have their own website as well.